OK， 这里是哪里？我想听到你们的声音。OK， 继续听信号来，马上开始的比赛，你们知道的，非常紧张。现在让我们用音乐，让你们来为运动员们加油助威。
It's semi-final Saturday in Xiamen, and we're just moments away from the latest chapter in one of badminton's most enduring rivalries. China and Japan have had many memorable meetings, and now they clash again in the semi-final of the 2025 BWF Sudirman Cup. Stand by for the most eagerly awaited tie of the tournament. That's what they're playing for. It's been China's property for the last 3 editions. Japan are desperate to wrestle it out of their grasp. That's coming up in just a few moments' time. And then later on today, the second semi, Korea versus Indonesia. Jill Clark, Steen Pedersen from 5 o'clock local time. Well, here's how the draw has panned out. China and Japan coming through yesterday against Malaysia and Chinese Taipei, respectively. Both 3-love and in double quick time, certainly in China's case. On the other side of the draw, Korea and Indonesia, 2 good for Denmark and Thailand, respectively. 3-1 the score in both of those quarter-finals. Final, of course, tomorrow at 2. Well, the Chinese squad, star names everywhere you look. Xu Yuqi, of course, the men's world #1 in singles. Chen Yufei has been a world #1 and an Olympic champion. As for Japan, well, you suspect much will depend on their opening mixed doubles match. That'll be Midorikawa and Igarashi. And of course, they have the likes of Akane Yamaguchi, double world champion, to call upon in the women's singles. Here's our lineup then, starting with the mixed world number 2 pair. Feng and Wang will start big favourites against Midorikawa and Igarashi. Chiyuchi was immaculate in the quarter-final. Now the best men's singles player on the planet has Kodai Noroka in his sights. The Japanese was rested yesterday. Chen Yufei and Akane Yamaguchi meet for the 34th time in the women's singles. The former has 21 wins against the Chinese, but she's lost the last 2. Then, if required, it'll be Liang and Wang versus Hoki and Kobayashi in the men's doubles. Neither pair were needed yesterday. And if it goes 2-all, we'll have a women's doubles decider, which Matsuyama and Shida probably won't be relishing. They've lost 6 of the last 7 against world number 1 pair, Liu and Tan. First up though, it is the mixed doubles. Terrific atmosphere in the arena here, the Fenghuang Gymnasium, which can seat 18,000. There's a light show going on, as you can probably see. And one of Badminton's bright lights, Olympic medalist Chris Langridge is alongside me. Trevor Harris for this fascinating looking semi-final. And this mixed doubles, and we said it yesterday, Chris, and I think the same is probably true today. It's absolutely pivotal in this fight.
Yeah, it's so important, you know, just for the whole dynamic of the match, how it starts. And you'd say on one hand the Chinese big favourites, but then on the other you'd say the more recognised partnership that obviously isn't playing today, Midokata and Saito, actually beat them a few weeks ago in the Asian Championship. So it's obviously a style that the Chinese don't really like with the Japanese. So it's going to be a really exciting start to this tie.
Kind of 2 ways to look at it as the players make their entrance from China's point of view. Home advantage, obviously the vast majority of the crowd's going to be on their side, but that kind of brings its own pressure as well. There's a level of expectancy. Basically, nothing short of a win in this tournament will satisfy the Chinese public.
Definitely, you know, badminton's such a big sport over in China, and badminton players in China, they're superheroes, and they're expected to deliver because of that. And if it was possible for Japan to win this first tie, I do think the pressure then kind of does mount on the Chinese, and we could see a different dynamic to the game. Whereas the flip side of that, if the Chinese do win this, and then say they do win the next one, all of a sudden the pressure's taken off them.
Yes, you probably gathered there was a distinct difference in the reception, very polite reception that the Japanese players got, but not the raucous noise that has greeted the entrance of these two. Feng Yinzhe and Wang Dongping, with the weight of a nation on their shoulders here. I mean, just to give you an idea of China's dominance in the Sudirman Cup, they have won 13 of the last 15 finals. And they've also kept alive their proud record of never having failed to reach at least the semis.
Hiroki, Arisa, red or black, what do you choose? Black, red for you. Red. Who will serve? Wang serves. That side, who will receive? Arisa receives.
Early start here in Xiamen. It's just past 9:30 in the morning. Hasn't stopped a very decent crowd though, packing the arena here to see if the host nation can book their place in tomorrow's final, which incidentally is a 2 o'clock start, local time. Both of these nations had comfortable victories yesterday in their respective quarter-finals. China never threatened at all really by Malaysia. And these two got them off to the perfect start. 30 years of age now, Wang Dongping. Olympic gold medalist, of course, in Tokyo with Wang Yiliu. Currently ranked at number 2 with Feng. He was 6 years her junior. He's already got a couple of Sudirman Cup gold medals. they've had a very good start to the year. Won the Swiss Open and then got to the final at the All England and the Malaysian Open too. And as you can see, they're not really extended in either of the two matches they've played so far. Less than 50 minutes for that quarter-final yesterday. And on the other side of the net, Midorikawa and Igarashi. Not a regular pairing, as we were saying a few moments ago. A sports science degree, Midorikawa, so you can understand the whole psychology of being first on in a massive semi-final. Igarashi, of course, very experienced, former world number one with Yuta Watanabe. He's got a couple of Olympic bronze medals in the trophy cabinet. It's not all been plain sailing, though, for them so far in this tournament, as they lost group match against Chen and To, as you see there. Xiamen Starali of Mauritius is our chair umpire for this opening match. Latif Johari from Indonesia is our service judge. Trying to get off to a flyer. It's going to be very noisy in here. You can hear they're already getting to the spirit of this, the fans inside.
On my right, China, represented by Fenghuang and Wang Dongbing. And my left, Japan, represented by Hiroki Midorikawa and Arisa Igarashi. China to serve. Wang Dongbing to Arisa Igarashi. Love all. Play.
So, here we go. Latest instalment, China v Japan. And first shuttle hit in anger in this semi-final. Yesterday, Chris, wasn't it? Foggy and Journey started in the same way.
Yeah, I mean, he's so aggressive. He's so tall, and he really is aggressive on that low serve, and it's a risk flicking him because if he reads it, he's got such a good angle on him as well.
That's what she's going to have to do, I think, Igarashi, if they're going to have a chance here. Take your chance like that, but she was on it in a flash. Yeah,
got to say, he has started slightly different. I know we saw that return of serve in the second point of the match, but he does look a little bit nervous out there. I was commenting yesterday just how well I thought he played, but how confident he looked, how calm he looked. Today's slightly different. I think it is always a little bit of a mental mindset when you played someone a few weeks ago and they did beat you, which obviously not this Japanese partnership did, but Midorikawa did.
That's good lead. Yeah, they've not met before in terms of these specific partnerships, but obviously their paths have crossed with other partners. So China in front for the first time. I don't think he played a shot as wild as that in the whole match yesterday, did he?
Yesterday I commented just because I was so impressed with the way he controlled the game, the way he played, just everything. Whereas today, I know we're incredibly early on, but even that, I can just see it in his body language, I can see it in his kind of demeanour. He just looks a little bit more apprehensive, a bit more nervous. And
so do they.
Now it could just be it's the semi-final, it's a bigger crowd today, there's a bit more pressure. He knows how good the Japanese team is. Also, I do think something lingers in the back of your head when you lost to a player that you're playing literally a few weeks ago. And it was this real big surprise as well. I think the Chinese should have won that the whole tournament really, or one of the Chinese players. Again there, that's... It's tense. It's a simple kind of mistake to make. Whenever you're above tape and you're not really having to move, as he wasn't in that situation, a player of his caliber shouldn't make a mistake as comfortable as that.
And those kind of errors give the opponents a big boost as well.
Yeah, and you can see the body language of the Japanese. Confident. So it should be 6-4 up. So aggressive on the return serve, and this is why it's integral. When you're serving to him, you have to be so accurate where you're serving. But also, if I was them, I'd be serving short, as in short of the line, because when he commits that much, he's not going to leave it. If it's 2 inches short, 3 inches short of the line, he's not going to leave it, I don't think, because he's so committed on the return of serve.
Yeah, that shot's almost muscle memory for him. Good thing that didn't go over, because he almost lost his balance there, scampering across to his right. They wanted at the end of it.
7-6.
Yeah, and the way the Japanese play, especially Midorikawa, is so kind of composed but calm. He's more than happy to lift because he's got such a solid defence. He doesn't do anything elaborate or complicated, but he's very consistent, very solid.
Save, and again. Oh, what a confidence builder that is. Absolute heroics from Kong.
6.
Yeah, he put him in trouble with that backhand that we just saw, but then he got them out of trouble, those two. And I would agree, a rally like that should help just settle his nerve, just make him feel a little bit more comfortable and confident in this game. So when you look at the Chinese, although they're 2 in the world, only I think 10 tournaments right now they've got on because they've been splitting the partnerships up. world number ones have been partnering with the world number twos, as it were. Shot there. Morikawa just slightly too deep. Quite interesting the way the Japanese return serve, especially Morikawa. He just commits and Arisa behind him just covers, which is quite a unique style for mixed doubles, more level doubles.
Cheap point there, China. Well, somehow they managed to fashion a 4-point lead. It was all very nervy in the opening stages. However, China ahead 11-7 at the mid-game interval.
对，你刚才那排要是不摆后场两边不行的啊，出手快，不用说我掉，我进。
Actually won 7 of the last 8 points. Chinese pair. 6-3 down.
Play.
Sorry, correction, 7 of the last 8. And food for thought then for the Japanese, who need to get a shift on here, otherwise it might be over rather more quickly than this opening game. Just shy of 300 kilometres an hour, that last shot. Oh, that's not going to help.
Service over. 12-8. Continuous motion. Should be forward. Continuous forward. Yes.
Latif Jahari in the service judge's chair. Some of their defensive play has been absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and she even gets a smile from the absolute legend in the crowd that we saw there, Fenghuang. Wang Dongping's defence there was one earlier on, obviously that one we just saw is kind of the reverse backhand, incredible, but the one earlier on where it was like a half-court lift, somehow she managed to get it back. She is by far at the moment for me the best player on court, showing her experience. She's really kind of pulling this Chinese partnership through. Good variation, and I said it yesterday to me in the first game when the Chinese actually played the Malaysians. I thought Wang Dongping actually got outplayed in the first game, which I said doesn't happen very often. But she's showing today why she is and has been for the last probably 8 years. You know, one of the very, very best mixed doubles players in the world.
No, kept it alive, but for once, the Japanese managed to recover. But again, some ridiculous pickups in that rally.
Again, net cord and Hang Ping so well to get it back. But the control there from Feng, like he's in full stretch. Incredible control. Good composure, though, to finish off the rally. From Midorikawa.
Thank you, London. One.
Japanese have got to have a little bit more variation or change the timing, change the exact angle or the direction they're serving to Feng at, because at the moment it's an area where he has excelled so far in this match. This is why the first 3 shots of the rally so integral in all doubles disciplines.
Going their way.
Again, this lady on camera, Hwang Dong-Ping, she plays such a good rally. The control here, well, control everywhere, but sets her partner up. She played another brilliant rally, and she's really helped them now kind of, I think, have some composure and calm down and be a bit more relaxed.
So often it's been the Japanese who blink first in these extremely entertaining rallies. Not really consolation to him or her. All of a sudden the points difference looks cavernous. Started off so nervously too.
Service over, then 17. Play.
One of the very few mistakes that Hwang Dong-Ping has actually made so far in this match.
Looked like he was just going to have too much angle. Well, in fact, I think the line judge might have changed her mind, did she? It looked like she was going to give that in. But it was called out in the end. Yeah, she had a change of heart. Yeah, clearly the wrong side of the line.
Thank you, London.
sets up 9 game points for the Chinese pair.
Game point 11.
Yeah, and he's improved a lot, and I do feel that is massively down to his partner. She really has controlled the game so well and been the kind of the bright star of this match so far.
Start. They've ended up dominating that opening game, 21-11, 18 minutes on court, and serious problems, Chris, for the Japanese pair now.
Yeah, because to be honest, without the nervous start from Feng, the Japanese were totally outplayed. It was very one-sided, and it is going to be a massive challenge now to change the whole game and the dynamic to come back in the second game.
Second game, love all, play.
So can Midorikawa and Igarashi find a way try and stop this, what's becoming a bit of a runaway Chinese juggernaut here?
She's just, at the moment, too good to be honest. She's just running the show. Wang Dongping, she's everywhere, controlling the game, taking charge.
And a really refreshing look of enjoyment on her face too at the moment. Like she's absolutely relishing being here.
Slightly across him. Midorikawa there wanted it on his forehand, so slightly across, and simple mistake in the end.
Situation reversed. Japanese defense absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, in a stadium kind of as big as this, it's not always easy to actually kill the shuttle. But I don't know if Feng actually needs to kill it. I saw in the replay that she was kind of ducking because she could see the threat, so there was a straight push. Where the big gap was. Again, it's what I've said before, it's massive pressure on the return of serve, but the Japanese are just serving to a nice area. So serve was a little bit loose as well, but Feng has turned serve incredibly well so far, but it's just not enough variation.
Service over. 2-3.
It doesn't surprise me, to be honest. She's just been that good. At the moment, the big question is for the Japanese. Look at this. Absolutely perfect return of serve. What can the Japanese do to disrupt Huang Dongping's rhythm and keep the shuttle on Feng? And the Japanese did that very well then, because Huang Dongping didn't touch it once. But then he gets what he wants and puts it away really well.
Leon, it's okay. Arisa. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Feng serves. Sorry. Feng Yanzhe serves to Hiroki. Huang, service code there. Feng serves.
Yeah, I think we've just about cleared it up.
That was well spotted from Higurashi.
Play.
Slightly slower serve. I said yesterday how I quite like he's been changing the speed of his serve a lot. And that was his slower serve, sort of serve before he missed, which was a much quicker serve. Brilliant draw. So far, Huang Dongping has put on a bit of a masterclass.
Oh, that's a top shot. Not surprised. Fong a little actually.
Yeah, really well placed attack. And there aren't many mixed pairs that I would say you'll see possibly a pair attacking more at the male player than the female player. I would say Fenghuang Ping's defense is just so good that she possibly actually has the better defense in that partnership.
Proves your point.
Exactly, yeah. It's ridiculous how good, you know, at the moment. I have no idea what the coach is saying, but it's probably Fenghuang Ping, you are like, absolutely exceptional. Because, I mean, she's in so much trouble. And maybe a little bit of luck on that one that I think slightly mishit it. See what it means, that's a massive point. There's no way the Chinese should have won that point.
New superstar, I think it might have been.
Yeah. See in the background there, saw it for a fraction of a second, Zhang Jun, who's Chinese coach with the black top on, and what an experienced player he was, winning 2 Olympic gold medals, 2000 and 2004 Olympics, and also the 2001 World Championships. So he's a pretty experienced player and very experienced coach, and also the man in charge of badminton in China. He's doing a pretty good job. There. I mean, what a turn. I can't praise her enough so far, how good she's been. She's under a load of pressure there, and lots of players wouldn't be able to, this one here, they wouldn't be able to turn that away, because when you're under so much stress, it's very hard to maneuver the shuttle. Generally, it goes back to where it's come from. Now the Chinese, I think this lead's just giving Feng that little bit of extra confidence. He can relax a bit more now. If anybody lifts that short to the big man, you're in all sorts of trouble.
6'5" it comes down from Feng Yinzhe.
From the Japanese and really good defense from Dorikawa in that rally. Good serve. You know, it's like to listen to what I've been saying. The serve then was so different to the other serves. Served across, served slightly shorter, and it puts him in a good position from the start of the rally. When he gets on the attack, Dorikawa.
So 3 points on the spin for the Japanese pair. Got them right back into the second game.
rally from the Japanese, and especially Morikawa steps up really well there. That's what I like. It's not. I mean, he obviously has killed it, but it's just the pressure, taking it early. Getting good variation on the serve. Morikawa's really stepped up now, as in his level. Great variation on the last two serves from Feng.
So all of a sudden, the momentum has changed. 10-5's become 10-all. Trying to have the edge, so from their point of view they're in front, but there might be a few twists left yet in the first match of the semi-final. 11-10, China in front.
不是你真抓，其实没动，我们两个人在旁边压的是没错的，但你不要这样去打，我就场外在我看到是东边这样来的，海上面注意看嘛，或挑球也在挑球。然后最主要的原因是干什么呢？他的本事，他是最核心的，嘛，把8球打好，然后他们这个是。
You can see Narioka warming up, getting ready to play.
That was in by a huge margin.
I did think though earlier in the rally, when Feng's defending, he's defending so close to the middle, but he doesn't need to, because Wang Longping doesn't need anyone to cover her, but also she's got such a good defence. He leaves such a big gap on their straight. Just exposed there by Morikawa.
Can tell who wears the trousers in that partnership, can't you?
Fourth receiver, foot. 12, 11.
That's not going to go down well.
So I'm not sure we're going to get oh, we are. Probably need to see it again, because you can technically move your foot in a way. Obviously, it can't leave the ground and re. So if you, I mean, I've explained that poorly, but you can't move as such, but you can kind of twitch as long as you don't actually properly move. Yeah. You'd have to see it again to make, because he does kind of move his body because his foot actually moves.
Very rare that you see that penalised, to be honest.
Yeah, it's an important rule, because you don't want the player to move before the serve is actually struck, or somebody jumps the serve. I'm sure the umpire's right in that situation. Return of serve. And it's crazy, you know, it feels like 5 minutes ago, the Chinese were in total control. It looked like the lead was pretty big. They were going to get into the break with a big lead, and then all of a sudden, the Japanese turn this around.
Yeah, they were cruising, but now it's nip and tuck.
quite deep enough, but also Midorikawa read it really well. He's got such a good leap on him. Great defense again from the Japanese, and their good counter by Feng.
Bread and butter shot, really.
Yeah, and this is why obviously it's so integral. When you have the attack as the Chinese did, they just kept it, and it's kind of, you just keep asking your opponent a question, and eventually the Japanese, they kind of run out of answers. It's amazing when the camera zoomed in on the Chinese kind of crowd of players, as it were. The class of coaching staff that the Chinese have. As I highlighted before, they had Fu Haifeng, and I described him as a legend just because he's won 2 Olympic gold medals with 2 different partners, and one of his partners, Kai Yun, was also in the Chinese coaching staff, the area where the players are. Because he's been so aggressive on the low serve, but he's so athletic. His spring, his jump is quite exceptional. Point in the match, and also when you've had a delay, this is quite a long delay now to get the court kind of in a safe position to be able to play on just with the sweat. Now the concentration's so integral.
Yeah, every error now magnified, every winner almost like it's worth 2. 16 all.
And this is what I mean. Often when you have a delay of that sort, you either have a very short, bitty rally, or you have a really long, kind of phenomenal rally, and obviously that was an incredibly cheap point. And sometimes where a player overthinks it, thinking, right, I'm going to serve here, I'm going to look this, I'm going to do that.
Out. Crowd weren't sure.
He was watching it. I think he wasn't totally sure.
He was trying to blow it out, wasn't he?
Thank you, Nigel.
Now we'll serve, and what return are we going to see here? Drive serve.
Excellent lead that under the circumstances. So, can they hold it together for 2 more points? Can they find something to come back?
Great return. Great placement on the attack. Dodikawa can see that Huang Dongping's retreating on her forehand. Anything around her forehand, she maybe could have got it. And that's a big point this is now. What a call from Huang Dongping.
You look a little silly if that lands on the line, don't you? But it didn't. And they've got 3 match points. Will be pivotal, and Fenghuang and World Dongping have done their bit. They've come through in straight games, 21-17 in the second of them, having fought off a bit of a Midorikawa Igarashi fight back, and that's what it means. So much pressure out there, so much expectancy among that star-studded Chinese team. But I don't think anyone could argue, Chris, that they were full value for the win.
Yeah, I mean, Feng's acceleration, I quite liked it. No, it was, I think Feng started slow. He was definitely nervous. It was a massive, massive game, but Huang Dongping, she was class. She was incredible throughout the match, and she kind of steadied the partnership. And Feng's level definitely improved in this kind of maybe 2/3 of the way through the first and in the second. But yeah, really good performance from the Chinese. You can see after the game what it meant to them. It was massive. They're expected to win. They have to win, and they did.
Yeah, you can almost see all the pressure, all the tension coming out of him at the end with that celebration. That was the moment. Into the net from Midorikawa. And a winning start for China in this semi-final. 1/3 of the way there.
Hopefully we're going to get to see the next bit of the celebration. No.
21-11, 21-17, 44 minutes, the confirmed match time. So can the world #1 on the men's singles side, Chi Yu-Chi, double the lead? We'll see shortly. Kodai Naroka might have other ideas. Back in a minute. Well, a warm welcome back to Xiamen and our continuing coverage on the penultimate day now of the 2025 BWF Sudirman Cup. It's a really pretty city Xiamen. Wouldn't think that it actually hosts the 40th largest container port in the world, but it does. Back inside the arena, First Blood China. Now then, Xiamen versus Todai Naroka. On paper, and not just on paper, but from what we've seen this week of these two, Chris, you'd have to think Xiamen would start a big favourite. He was astonishingly good yesterday.
Yeah, I'd definitely say on paper he should be favourite. The difficult thing is, in a situation like this, anything can happen just because we've got two players that are world class. And how will both of them deal with the pressure of the situation? The other thing that we do have to remember, although for me personally, I don't think Narioka's quite at his best at the moment. The last meeting between these two players, Narioka did actually win, which is at the World Tour Finals the end of last year.
Yeah, he's actually not got a bad record, Naroka, against Xiamen. It's a losing one, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. 8-5 it is on the head-to-head.
Let's welcome the players! Men's singles.
首先入场的是来自日本的奈良高公大。
Naroka Kodai, representing Japan.
Big ask, though, for this man against the world #1. I think he's pretty popular in these parts, Xiamen. There you see it, 8-5, but Naroka did win the last meeting. It's at the World Tour Finals group game in December. Xiamen, though, has won 4 of the last 5, so he won the 4 before that. And it would be, I think, a big surprise if the Chinese doesn't come through and give his country a 2-love lead, but so unpredictable with the pressure and the tension out there. And Naroka, if he's on his game, can frustrate, keeps rallies alive, chases down everything. And he was rested yesterday, not that Xiamen was particularly extended, but Naroka had the day off effectively. Still inside the world's top 10. Highest ranking of 2 was at the back end of 2023, so not that long ago. Got a World Championship silver medal on his CV. Lost to Lyon. Earlier in the week. Xiamen was first at the top of the shop in the rankings in the middle of last year. Got a couple of All England titles. Won the Malaysia Open this year, as well as the All England. He's already got 3 Sudirman Cup gold medals. Second 4 games by Lee of Hong Kong, China. Other than that, hasn't been a problem. He can be a frustrating man to play against, Chris, can't he, Naroka? He runs around, he covers the court well, he keeps rallies alive, and if he's somewhere near his best, it's not going to be a complete cakewalk for Xiamen.
Definitely, you know, he's got Naroka when he's on form. He probably has the best defence in the world. He can kind of grind the rally down and frustrate his opponent. Very defensive player, but a very consistent, hard-working player.
Henrik Boas of Denmark's in the chair. Victor Wong of Hong Kong, China is the service judge.
接下来，让我们一起为徐雨琪加油！徐雨琪，徐雨琪，加油！
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Japan, represented by TotalEnergies, and on my left, China, represented by Xiamen. China to serve. Love all. Play.
So Xiamen will get this second match of the semi underway. Started like an absolute train yesterday in the quarterfinal. Firing winners from all angles.
And then obviously Naroka actually lost to Leon, and it went an hour and 8, and it was 21-18 in the final game. But you know, on paper, then you'd say, well, hold on, this should be very, very straightforward for Xiamen, but it doesn't quite work like that in badminton. It's different styles, and it's a different day and everything. So if Xiamen can play it close to what he played at yesterday, it's going to be a humongous ask from Naroka. He's just flowing, like he's so smooth the way he's moving. It's almost what it is, it's graceful. He just reads it so well, and he's there so early. So he's got all the options in the world.
Yeah, seems to have pretty much picked up where he left off yesterday.
Big trouble there. He's in loads of trouble. And then he plays an incredible shot there. Comes in, double action, just puts it on top of the tape. No one's getting that back.
Give Naroka credit. If he had to play out of his skin to win that point.
Trying to use his yard backhand there. So easy. It's so hard to get. Xiu in trouble because he reads the game so well. He's taken a shuttle early. He's just on it.
The enormity of the task before the match. TotalEnergies certainly does now. 7-3 down after only 5 minutes. And he's a very good front runner, Xiu. He gets his nose in front. He's a hard man to pull back.
Sets over 4-7.
I felt like he was taking all the pace out of the rally. The rally really slowed down, and then Xiu gets that half chance. Just devastating. Against the player, Naroka, who does have one of the best defences in the world, but he's not even getting a racket on it. tough thing for Narioka, it's almost at will. Yeah, it's a bit of a short flick, but the accuracy and the variation, that he just doesn't know what Xiuqi's going to do.
Just dismissed it from his presence. It's going to go wide. It's going to be 11-5. Interval lead. Worrying signs, these, for Naroka.
打点下になった時点で相手前出てくるから、そこでケツ引けて手打ちになってちょっと後ろの後ろを打たせて今ぐらいの形で楽に打たせないようなイメージでちょっと後ろ下げながら打たせるぐらいでちょっともう少し後ろ入れてった前でそのイメージの
会打没机会就掉啊，过渡啊，再来过再连换啊，非常好的。
20 seconds.
再看这个他会突然。
20 seconds.
他的接发就会根据你的球一个推。
11-5. Play. 12-5.
Work the rally, wait for the opportunity, but he can't because any half chance. Xiuqi's just clinical.
And almost every point, he's just waiting for the Xiuqi moment of brilliance.
Yeah, and this is the thing, this is why it is a... Again, it's just such a dominant display.
13-5.
Hasn't had any lengthy rallies to get his teeth into Naroka. You saw that on the screen, 21 the longest so far, 21 shots. For the arch defensive player, that's not enough to wear anyone down.
Shots over. 6-13.
At the moment, Narioka he just doesn't have any answers. Can't do anything at the moment to hurt his opponent.
Shots over. 7-15.
Steps in well on that forehand, takes it early. Narioka.
That's very, very good.
Yeah, that's just a little moment of magic there. This is one of his favourites on the backhand across court net. again, it's Xiamen that's taking it early and kind of making the moves and putting stress on Narioka.
Of that, and Naroka knew he had to play it. It was landing, going to land right in the corner of the court.
And the rally ends, you can see Naroka's kind of just thinking, was it in, was it out? The way Xiamen's playing, I'm pretty sure probably would have landed plumb on the line.
Certainly too close to take the chance.
18-8.
So closing in now, the world number one on this opening game. Met 2 years ago, China and Japan in the Sudirman Cup semis. It was 3-2 that day.
Something that's quite outrageous is Narioka's obviously the world number 8 and he's losing 19-8 at the moment, but I would actually say Xiamen played better in the first game yesterday than he's playing right now, which is a ridiculous thing to even contemplate. But yesterday in the first game against Malaysia, he was totally unplayable.
Yeah, so 3-2 a couple of years ago. I'm not sure it's going to be quite as close today by early signs. 12 game points for Xiamen. Just needed the one. And that is incredibly one-sided, really. 21 points to 8. In only a quarter of an hour on court, and Naroka has much to ponder.
他跑的是什么？今年怎么带球？每次会打，没机会劈，对吧？停顿跳点，他很难受。他一般都是就像你讲的预判，他预判你正手一跳点，他知道都对角去了，是不是？你啪停顿直线，直线打两个，啪再对角去，他动不了了，啊，包括头顶区也是一样，非常好，这个节奏控制，然后自己的就不要打顶球，还是就是正常打，就过程当中正常打，是一个关键。ここしっかり前に回って見ながらね、捕まえてくるか。これ本当前半だけついていけばきっかけつかめるから。自分の表現ここでもっとしていっていいか。めちゃめちゃ速い。そこでも自分の中でできると思って今までやってきてたらそれこの中で証明しないとできる。思ってることとか感じてることとか証明しない。
Second game, love all, play.
So Naroka in serious need of some inspiration here. Otherwise, I suspect he's just going to get blown away.
One, love.
Still get a hurricane at the moment, Naroka.
It's a difficult bit at the moment for Naroka. He just can't do enough to hurt Xiu-Chi. I don't think he has enough weapons on the attack, but it's so hard to outposition him or put him in trouble or force him into a mistake. I mean, that's ridiculously good. I don't think we're going to get to see the replay from the side angle, but I don't think that net shot is that loose.
Here we go.
It's not, and he's got, you know, Xiu-Chi's got a net cord on his net shot, and then he just brushes that off like it's very easy. That's not an easy shot. Exceptional, it really has. Just totally dominating and controlling the game. As I said at the beginning of the match, I don't think Narioka this year has quite been in the same form as the later part of last year, but still he's world number 8 for a reason, and he's getting dismantled out here.
Well, he's on the board at least. In game 2, the Japanese. And every point he wins, so hard won. No gimmies whatsoever. That's getting stretched. He's the player taking the shuttle later. This man is kind of running riot out here. Almost as if she's challenging Naroka and those kind of points to come up with something. And he's really struggling to find it.
Well, this is the thing, you know, in all honesty, what do you do out there? And for Narioka now is so many questions going through his mind of, well, what do I actually have to do to trouble my opponent, to stress him, to, you know, force Xiu-Chi to find a, you know, the situation more difficult than he's finding right now, because at the moment he's just flowing. You know, Narioka, he's good at lifting off tight spin at the net, but it's impossible there. That's a good rally, that's a really good rally. Narioka. It's one of the few times there you can see how late Xiuqi is. That's a brilliant shot as well to finish the rally. It's one of the few times we've seen Narioka take charge of the rally.
Yeah, he just hasn't been allowed to, for the most part. Well, the crowd initially thought it was good, it wasn't.
5-7.
Well, that was excellent tactically from Narioka. He got into the net and almost forced Xiuqi's hand and set up an easy winner.
Yes, on this one he takes this one so early. You can see there Xiuqi does well to even pick it up. It's that cross-court forehand again that we saw earlier. Short lift. That's a good rally though. Really good rally from this man.
6-8.
Where did that come from?
Definitely seeing a different version of this match now. Narioka looking more confident, read it really well, explosive movement. Pace of the game's gone up.
9-7. Japan.
Right shot, just right execution.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too off balance to be able to pull that off. The lift's just good enough. You can see how off balance he is. His body weight's going in totally the opposite direction. Obviously, the more off balance a player is, the more complicated the shot is to execute.
Thank you. Eight, 9.
Well, this is an admirable fight back. It really is from Narioka.
Yeah, and he's making things so much harder for Xiuqi.
8-3, he trailed at one stage this game. Fantastic pick up from the Japanese. Little point to win this would be for him if he can. Unbelievable, he has won it.
What a rally.
Incredible.
And the game's really come alive, and Narioka has really come alive. His defence in that rally was brilliant. I mean, that one sums up that shot. 2 or 3 times in that rally. Narioka's in so much trouble, and his defence got him out of trouble.
Thank you.
And what a different game this is now.
Players on court.
Only a matter of minutes ago, it feels like. I'm sure it was more 5-6 minutes ago. The game seemed so one-sided.
Ten, 9. Service over.
Narioka's tempo, though, is dramatically increased. The speed at which he's moving and he's playing at.
So Naroka has the advantage, only narrowly though, but he at least is making a real fight of it in this second game. 11-10 at the interval.
不敢推他，给他高点。他其实他进攻没东西，就是两个人在快的时候一下子你头顶去，不到点，一下子直线失误3个。我不行这种球，我就放慢一点，我有机会在边速打，没机会我不要强打，控制好自己的节奏，还是可以控制的。
正手这边如果说注意犯错。
11-10. Play.
Well, I didn't need to play the shot, didn't stop him giving it the full length dive.
Push hard out, please. Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you, line judge. Yes. 11-all.
To the tape and so much spin. See there, look at that. It's pretty much impossible to lift it. It's just too tight.
Taking evasive action there, Naroka.
Yeah, in that situation, he just doesn't have time to recover. Game. And that smash was only clocked at 358 kilometers per hour, so it's not powerful, really. I mean, it's good power in it, but it's not massive. It's just the pure accuracy. Magic there. 13-12. Incredible shot. Lovely bit of deception. Best now is defense. His lifting quality is definitely improved. Look at this block. Look how tight that is. Clearly in front of the front service line.
Blow for blow at the moment.
Please check. Oh.
How low he was. He gets what he wants, the short lift. Devastating placement and power on that attack. Great defense again. So Naroka does so well, he just turns the rally around. Again, that defensive backhand block. That one is such good quality, especially how stretches, and you can see there Xiu so low.
Let 16-14.
Totally wrong-footed. Narioka there, lovely hold on that forehand. Flat cross whip. Even though, I mean, no wonder he's surprised. Xiu was on the floor and he gets the neck court pretty much. Look how low he is there, literally just takes it off the floor and touches the tape.
Naroka's expression. I have to say, what have I done to deserve that? It was a wonderful touch from the Chinese. Right on the line, and all of a sudden there's some daylight for Xiu.
Boy, as well, it sounded like a string member. I thought it can't have, because the way he was playing the rally was still so composed. And the last shot he played in it sounded so crisp. Yeah, you can clearly see there, the string's gone. Does so well to finish that rally. Often when a string goes, obviously, especially in doubles, you see a player run off to grab another racket to come back on, because it's very difficult to play a rally when the string goes. All the tension in the racket kind of makes it very hard to control it, but Xiu had no problems at all there.
Okay. (17-14).
Blind judge stretches out his arms, and now, even though he's challenging, he doesn't get overturned. He's in a world of trouble.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think this might be a little bit more just to break up the rhythm that Xiu is in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 18-14.
That's the first challenge of the match.
Play.
Looked like the drift just was bringing it back in. Just that indecision. Xiu, I think he thought it was going out, and then the drift just pulls it back in. Gonna maybe land on the line. Like blistering pace. It's a good net shot. He's just got such a high base, but it's not even loose, and it's incredibly well taken.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and that classic piece of deception takes Xiu to 6 match points.
It's not often that you see Narioka get sent totally the wrong way, especially as Xiu wasn't in a great position, to be honest.
Got that too.
What a rally, what a rally.
It's in. What an astonishing point.
20.
They need oxygen after that. Further retrieving from Xu in that rally. Some of the pickups. Most defy belief, by far the longest of the match. Still 4 match points though.
Japan.
That will do it. 45 minutes on court. He put up a much better fist of it, Naroka, in the second game, but still not in Shi Yuqi's class. The Chinese in the business end of that game, showing he's got the temperament as well as the talent and the skill. And he's arguably, Chris, playing as well as he ever has.
Yeah, he's been in his last 2 games so good. There was a very short period of time in this match where his level did drop slightly, but I think that's more credit to his opponent, who dramatically improved his level. But he's been really, really impressive. Amazing to think of. About 9 months ago, he was questioning everything, if he really wanted to carry on playing, if he wanted to continue, if maybe badminton wasn't for him anymore. And the way he's playing right now, so thankfully made the choice that he did. It just sits, I mean, that sums it up really, how good he's been. Just sits on the tape.
So China extend the lead now. 2-love in the tie. Just need one more for tomorrow's final. 21-8, 21-16. 44 minutes on court. And what it means is it's all down to Akane Yamaguchi to try and keep Japan alive. Easier said than done though against Chen Yufei. That's next. Well, a warm welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2025 Sudirman Cup from Xiamen. 19th edition of the biennial World Mixed Team Championships. A tournament that goes back to 1989. Indonesia actually won the first one, and they're in the second semi later this evening. Women's singles next for us here, though, in the first semi-final. Chen Yufei against Akane Yamaguchi. It's been an enduring rivalry at the top of the women's game for a long, long time. It's actually amazing when you think they first met at an under-19 Asian Championships 12 years ago. So back in 2013. Yamaguchi actually does have a winning record against Chen Yufei, and there's not too many can say that. It's a good record too, 21-12. She leads the head-to-head.
Welcome the players. Women's singles.
首先入场的是来自日本的山口茜。
Yamaguchi Yakai representing Japan.
Yamaguchi and Chen Yufei, who know each other's games so well. I mentioned she's got that winning record, Chris, but Chen Yufei has won the last two, most recently just a few weeks ago at the Asian Championships, so I don't think there'll be any lack of confidence.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, obviously, as you said, is Chen Yufei winning the last meet, which is so recent, and Chen Yufei's on this comeback kind of campaign.
Representing China.
Well, there is the proof of it. 21-19, 21-13 in that last game in the Asia Championships. Tournament that Chen Yufei went on to win. Also taken down the Swiss Open this year. Because as we were mentioning, she had a lot of time off after the Olympics, where she very surprisingly lost to He Bingzhou. Didn't come away from Paris with a medal that she might have expected, and certainly that she hoped for. But just rather took stock of her life and whether she wanted to carry on in the sport. Decided the answer was in the affirmative, and she looks back to somewhere near her best. As for Yamaguchi, ranked 4 in the world. She's had a few injury issues over the last year, 18 months. Double world champion, of course, in 2021 and 22. Second year where she was also the BWF Player of the Year. A bit of a struggle yesterday against Su of Chinese Taipei. Took an hour and 3 games to get past her. Been an international player now, Chen Yufei, for 12 years. Started out when she was just 15. And of course, the highlight of her career was that Olympic gold in Tokyo. And she loves this competition. She beat An Se-yun in the title clinching game 2 years ago. Secure the trophy. Not been asked any questions so far. No one's gone to double figures against her. 16 World Tour titles now for Chen Yufei.
Service judge Andrea Xiamen, come in please.
好的，现场各位观众朋友们，同样是来到我们的加油时间。首先，让我们把欢呼声和掌声送给来自日本的山口茜。接下来，让我们来自中国的陈雨菲听到你们的加油声。陈雨菲。
Jakob Simberg in the chair.
陈雨菲，加油！
Andrea Giacchini from Italy is the service judge. And we're just about ready for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Japan, represented by Akane Yamaguchi. And on my left, China, represented by Chen Yufei. Japan's serve, level, play.
So here we go. Chen Yufei looking for the win that would secure China's place in tomorrow's final. It's a really well-played point by Yamaguchi. I was going to ask you, Chris, is there anything in either of these players' games, or in Yamaguchi's game in particular, that might suggest the reason why she's got this excellent record against Chen Yufei? Because very few women do have a winning record.
Yeah, I think the difficult thing is they've played each other so many times. I mean, the first time was back in 2014, which is, you know, it's an incredibly long time ago. Sometimes, I mean, they've both been so successful. This is why they have played each other so many times. And they played each other, you know, a lot in semi-finals, quarter-finals and finals. The big thing is Yamaguchi's got such a well-rounded game. She's such a, you know, she doesn't give cheap points. She has phenomenal control when she's in big trouble. As I'm saying that, she makes a very uncharacteristic unforced error. I think it's just these are two of the most successful ladies singles players of the last probably 8 years, maybe even more.
The other thing I always think about Yamaguchi is just the court coverage is phenomenal. It's so quick. Gets to some shuttles you just would suspect virtually no one else would. Maybe NCU.
Yeah, the other thing is obviously Yamaguchi not being one of the taller players, she has to take these extra steps, but she manages to move around quite gracefully considering. Feels like she has to cover a bit more court than other players.
3, 2.
Missed it.
5-2.
Just the start that Yamaguchi wanted. Just quieten the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, this is Yamaguchi, only her third tournament this year. Played the All England, where she made the semi-final, and then the Asian Championships, where she made the quarter-final. She did actually lose to Chen Yufei in the Asian Championships. quick one. Lovely placement on that final overhead from Yamaguchi. So far. It's been really, really good.
Yeah, Chen Yufei just looks a little nonplussed at the moment. I think she can quite believe what's hit her so far. I've only been playing for 6 minutes. Better.
It's impressive. Obviously, Yamaguchi is so experienced, but she's got all the pressure on her, because obviously if she loses this match, that's it for Japan, the tie is over. She hasn't come out here looking negative or looking stressed at all. She's come out with a very, very positive performance so far. Pick up there from Yamaguchi. There's nothing she can do like that. It's got so much spin on it. When it hits the tape, this shuttle's just tumbling and turning so much.
Five, 8.
So 3 points in a row for Chen. Perfect trajectory on that shot.
6, 9.
Stress there. Chen Yufei was the one controlling the rally. The defense is just so good from Yamaguchi.
So, excellent position for the Japanese at the interval, as she aims to keep her country's hopes alive here. 11-6 is the lead.
主要就考验自己的后场了，加拍把这个点杀、劈杀打好，威胁打出来啊。没事啊，耐心点，不是这样搞。
Expect her to miss that, the way she's played so far.
7-12.
Not just to get to it, but to control the shot so perfectly. Chen Yifei really didn't do much wrong in that point. She really has made very few errors.
14-7.
That's the young 18-year-old, Toka Miyazaki, who I'm sure will be a mainstay Japanese women's singles player in a few editions' time. 9 years younger than Yamaguchi. I think she's becoming frustrated, clearly. There's so much is coming back from Yamaguchi. She's just trying to hit it too hard, losing her control. Good as anything she's played today.
Yeah, and it really is now starting to run away from Chen Yifei. Yamaguchi has just been so far anyway in this match. Far superior.
17.
That one she did make. Right smack on the line.
9-17.
Incredible net shot. Literally just sat on top of the tape. Great spin. Yamaguchi actually does really well because she gets a neck court back, but easy to put it away for Chen Yufei.
So 4 points in a row for Chen Yufei. Xiamen maybe so a few seeds of doubt here in Yamaguchi's head.
17.
Well, give up has never been in the Chen Yufei vocabulary. A lot of players at 17-7 down might have thought, well, conserve a bit of energy, this one's gone, but not her view. And Yamaguchi being kept honest here.
Service over. 18-13.
Challenge, however, from Yamaguchi. Could be pivotal, this, couldn't it?
Yeah, and this is one of the big things, you know, if you're the player leading, you're the one that's got to keep the flow, the momentum, and Yamaguchi was doing that so well, and then Chen Yufei just started this run, and now it's been quite an incredible run. It feels like, you know, blink of an eye. Yamaguchi was totally dominating the game, massive lead. Now it's right back in, and all the momentum is with Chen Yufei. She's the one dictating, controlling the game now.
It's won 8 of the last 9 points, Chen Yufei. No sign of her stopping either.
And this now for Yamaguchi, it feels like, you know, it feels like everything's against you in regards to this is a massive comeback. All the flow, all the momentum is with Chen Yufei. And it's now Yamaguchi that has to change things up just a little bit.
I think this is a colossal point here. Get to within 1. Well, I think she needed that badly.
19-16.
Yeah, it's good body pressure from Yamaguchi. It's a little bit lucky there, or unlucky, depends how you look at it. It's just good pressure around the body. Chen Yufei not quite ready.
Well, again, crucial net, giving her 4 game points.
20, game point, 16.
To give Japan the lead in this match. Again,
no way.
Still alive here.
Yamaguchi, how is she doing this?
How did she get that? Well, what an unbelievable point. One of the points of the championship, that.
I think there were 4 shots in that rally that weren't possible to get back, and Yamaguchi got 3 of them back. That's one of them. And that's just too much there. Under too much pressure and stress. Is there going to be another twist or turn in this first game?
Well, that's a very, very impressive display from Yamaguchi. Under all the pressure, knowing that Japanese hopes depending on her, and she takes the opening game 21-17. Nervous moments at the end, having led 17-7 at one point. But the way she played for the first, 3 quarters of that game, Chris, I think maybe surprised Chen Yufei a bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think Chen Yufei did have a little patch where her level did drop, and that's where the big lead opened up. But phenomenal performance for Yamaguchi.
对不对？你扑呀怎么，他是防得很快，那我的节奏也要变快，像打双打那样，好吧？其他的没有别的，就是耐心，然后后场把动作做出来就行，左中右3条线嘛，所以不要去想落点，越想打死他就越发力失误。
你不想一直在攻，你后面拉找机会，前面是没抓到，你就想出去打他。
而且他今天节奏很快，知道吗？ 整个速度都很快，他也很严谨啊，所以就是说你自己一定要做好足够的耐心，多拍就可以啊。
后面打野后面他也很吃力，然后呢对他开局
するよりはちょっと長めで、いけるときはいけるときはチャンス作っていいんだけど、それ以外あんまり至近距離での勝負は避けた方がいいかもしれない。であとこっちからは比較的ロブは出しやすいと思う。また俺間違ってたら困る。多分そうだけど、まあこっちからも伸びるっちゃ伸びるからうまくそれでも体入れながらのコントロール、それ心がけです。こうお金ちゃんらしく戦おうよ。よし、出だしからいこう。
Second game, level, play.
That's about 4 net calls the last 5 points that Yamaguchi's played.
Yamaguchi's shot quality, she didn't even take that early, she wasn't really in a great position, but her shot quality, even when she's in a little bit of trouble or a lot of trouble, is so good.
Well, now it's changing pace.
It's a good pick up there from Yamaguchi. She even does so well to get that net call back.
Just had a feeling she might start to come back strongly. Game 2, where she finished game 1, even though she left herself too much to do.
Yeah, and it's one of those integral parts when you are on a deficit, as Chen Yifei was. She was a long way down in the first, but she managed to find some rhythm. She managed to find her level again to take that into the second game.
Chen Yifei wants Hawkeye to double check this.
Yeah, this is far too close to call.
Well, maybe indication this match has turned.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you can forgive the line judge getting that one wrong. Great challenge by Chen Yufei. Start to this second game, and it was that momentum that she kind of gathered from the later stage of the first game.
Completely different game now from the one we were watching in game one.
Brilliant. It's almost a bit of a reversal in regards to when Yamaguchi had that lead. She was flowing, she was looking good. Now Chen Yufei is playing incredibly well, totally dominating this second game.
Yamaguchi knows what's hit her here.
Service over. 2-9.
Amazing how a match can transform so much. Obviously, yes, the ends do play a part in this with there's a small drift.
Touch the net. Service over. 3-10.
Well, had the scores been close, I think Chen Yufei might have looked a little more concerned. Let's have a look.
Incredible net shot. It did look like the net moved. It was very hard to see on that replay clearly. I mean, the shuttle wasn't going over the net, which is the annoying thing for Chen Yufei. She didn't even have to play anything or do anything.
Well, she put it out of the line pretty quickly. And a dominant position for the Chinese. 11-3 up in a very quick-fire first half to the second game. Anyone's from here.
Play.
And it is an incredible turnaround for Chen Yufei, just because in the first game, I think she was struggling just a little bit with her level. She saw more unforced errors than normal, and there was a massive deficit that she managed to claw back from. But the second game, wow. Using her experience in over the years to kind of find a way, and this is one of the complicated bits when you're not quite performing, finding the solution to the problem.
These two met in the 2023 semi-final I was talking about. Yamaguchi won 21-14, 21-15 in double quick time. Not so sure that's going to be the case here, because the Chen Yufei comeback is well and truly on.
Service over. 4-13.
Just held up. Looked like it was going to sneak out.
From Yamaguchi. Quite ridiculous. But Chen Yufei grinds her down in the end.
And this is a complicated task for Yamaguchi. She needs to play again. Pull, twist and turn. I'm not sure we're going to see it on the replay now, but the amount of court she covered, and she did so well. I think there's 3 instances where she was in so much trouble. She managed to find a solution to get out of it. In the end, it's one of the simpler shots that she missed.
Played a few of those gems in the first game. Maybe a bit too late for them to save her now in the second game. Seeing a bit of a mirror image of the first game, just obviously different player in the position. And Yamaguchi managed to find a way back.
over. 9-16.
Slightly different dynamic now in the second game. Yamaguchi just pulling back, but also she's taking control of that rally. For such a large portion of the second game, she hasn't managed to do.
Service over. 17-9.
Becoming the norm rather than the exception when Chen Yufei gets a net cord, which is quite a strange occurrence.
Can't remember a match with so many net cords. But Chen Yufei closing in now, so it appears. So 11 game points to level up here for the Chinese. So we're all set up now for a last game shootout. And as far as Japan are concerned, it's sudden death, because if Yamaguchi doesn't win it, then Japan are gone. One game more.
稍微多一点，他就拿不到球了。啊，加油，自信啊！变速该变速变速吧。
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Final game, love all, play. Service over.
Just when you think you've got Yamaguchi in a corner, she finds an escape route.
from both players. Does end up being a very close encounter in this final game. I think the crowd are going to get very, very involved for the last third of the match. Great pickup. Too good. There's one of her best shots for me, Yamaguchi. Cross court from the forehander drop. So tight, the quality is so good. He's also got a lovely round the head cross court as well.
I've just got a feeling this is going to be, unlike the first two games, actually pretty close, nip and tuck the whole way through it. Ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, the end to that rally was exceptional.
I don't think Chen could have played a better shot. And yet somehow, Yamaguchi found a way and an angle.
54 shots. A pick up from Chen Yifan. I think she surprised herself that she got it back, and then she got double surprised how good Yamaguchi's shot was off it.
It was almost a wry smile. She looked across at Yamaguchi just to say, how did you do that? Punishing rally physically as well, that one. Not just the number of shots, but the amount of running both women had to do. such was the quality of Chen Yufei's shot, there was no way even Yamaguchi could get there and do anything with it.
You couldn't quite see there in the replay, but I think it was just a little hold, yeah. Nice little bit of skill. But 52 minutes, definitely going to become a battle physically and mentally. We're having long, long rallies, pretty much every rally.
And they've had a few such battles, these two. Meeting number 34 today in their careers.
So well, gets up, plays that to perfection. Yamaguchi read that so early. Just fairly confident it was going out, and then last second realised it's quite a long way in the end actually from going out. Drift just bringing that back in.
Fantastic play from Chen Yufei, and even Yamaguchi couldn't chase that last one down.
Yeah, and it was great composure from Chen Yufei. Yamaguchi just kept getting everything back. There were some incredible shots that somehow she managed to find a way, but you can see there she's taking it quite late. There, big dive, and again, and then this one's just impossible.
But even then, she had to create the near perfect angle on that last shot, otherwise Yamaguchi might have got it. But there's a bit of daylight now on the scoreboard. 10-5. And remember, if Yamaguchi doesn't win this game, Japan are gone.
Yamaguchi has to manage to just pull a few points back before this change of ends.
Well, if Yamaguchi is going to pull this out the fire, she's going to have to do it the hard way. She's 11-5 down at the mid-game break.
啊，你看那个勾球啊，啊，自信啊，
要冷静啊。
11-5. Play. Service over. 6-11.
It wasn't too wide, it was just a fraction long from Chen Yufei. Still life. Yamaguchi judging by that shot.
Yeah, incredible start to this final part of this final game. What twists and turns are we going to see? Going out. Brilliant. Yamaguchi, she controlled and dominated that whole rally. There's that one shot that Chen Yufei took. Definitely going out.
Well, she's clearly come out really fired up after the break, Yamaguchi.
Dominated that rally from start to end. Chen Yufei just did amazing with her defence. That's just too good, though, to be able to get back.
Don't stay on the floor. Get up a bit.
First 3 points after the interval, all to the Japanese.
I feel like now she's right back in it.
No question.
I think it was going out, but obviously Chen Yufei couldn't get out of the way quick enough. Twists and turns in this game so far.
Just have absolutely no idea where it's going next.
Stepped up so well. Set that backhand net so early.
12-10.
Ending a run of 5 straight Yamaguchi points.
Good cross whip, you can see there Yamaguchi slightly off balance. Chen Yufei chases forward and impossible for Yamaguchi to chase that down.
you never see any more effort on a badminton court, albeit in a losing cause in the end, as far as that point was concerned. But Yamaguchi will keep on running. She'll keep on throwing herself at everything. And Chen Yifei had to play shot after shot, eventually managed to wear her down.
And it was 3 incredible kind of get-backs, and then Yamaguchi just can't even get up on that one. That's a great pick-up. And that one, yeah, she just can't get up quick enough.
Well, you can forgive her for wanting to just slow it down a little bit after that point. Now she's ready. Touch from Chen Yifei.
15-10.
So after Yamaguchi won 5 points in a row, Chen's now won 4.
With that one because she played a good rally. Getting control of the rally, she's getting herself into a good position. Just feel the crowd getting a little bit more, getting a little louder in here. Tension just increasing.
The moppers are on every point almost because Yamaguchi is throwing herself around on every point. Seen more of the court surface than anyone else this week today.
Yamaguchi staying in this rally. She was doing so well just to stay in it. She was in so much trouble.
17-11.
at that with a defiance, almost as if to suggest, don't count me out just yet.
To feel a little calmer, a little more relaxed.
Service over. 13-18.
Coaches there, Chin just saying, don't get too carried away, don't try it too early, just stay calm on. The full rally, which has been working so well, moving the shot around.
So 2 points away. China from a place in the final. By the way this match has gone, you certainly wouldn't say it was a certainty.
Yeah, for China, the two doubles remaining definitely wouldn't be easy matches.
Service over. 15-19.
72 minutes of brilliance from these two ladies so far. Is there going to be another twist to this story?
I mean, the physical endeavour's been enormous at both women, obviously. We've had long, punishing rallies. Last bit of advice, she needs 2 points from somewhere. Yamaguchi just needs to keep going and believe she can come back.
19.
no. Quite a mile.
16-19.
It's this one here. It looks like Yamaguchi. I thought she slipped, didn't it?
Thank you.
Feel now the tension is just increasing. The crowd's getting so loud in here.
And sometimes the last couple of hurdles are the hardest ones to clear.
As soon as you can see that light at the end of the tunnel.
They're all huge points from here on in. Got the better of her at the net. And here are 4 match points for China for a place in tomorrow's final.
Match point 16.
Really deep, but she got there in the end because Yamaguchi was a really tough nut to crack. But Chen Yufei has taken it down, and China will be in tomorrow's final. Yet again, both their doubles pairs, men's and women's, get the day off. But that was a very hard-fought win. It's taken more than 3 hours in total. That was the biggest battle of all. And she just would not be beaten today, Chen Yufei. And considering that she lost the first game, Chris, that's a tremendous effort, physically and mentally.
100%, because to be honest, at one stage in the first, it wasn't that she was, you know, she obviously lost it, but it wasn't just that, she was getting totally outplayed, she was struggling, to be honest, to find her form, but we had that patch where near the end of the first, she just turned it all around, and it changed the whole dynamic of the match. She showed her true class today, incredible performance.
Word for Yamaguchi as well, who gave a fine performance herself. Can never ever falter her effort. Just not quite enough today.
Amazing thing with Chen Yufei, she's only been back 3.5 months or so from that kind of time off that she took. It hasn't taken her long to find her level again.
Olympic champion from 2020, right back in business. She wins 17-21, 21-9, 21-16. 76 minutes. That last game alone, more than half an hour. So China through 3-love, not quite as easy as the scoreline suggests, although Fenghuang were pretty comfortable, as was Shi Yuqi over Kodai Naroka. And then, as you've just seen, that epic battle, hour and a quarter, Chen Yufei outlasting one of her oldest rivals, Akane Yamaguchi, by 2 games to 1, 21-16 in the decider. So we know one of tomorrow's finalists. The question is, who will they meet here tomorrow at 2 o'clock sharp? Will it be Korea? Will it be Indonesia? Have to wait until 5 o'clock today local time to find out when those two nations meet in the final. And that will be in the company of Steen Pedersen and Jill Clark.
There were two legends, Fu Haifeng and Kai Yun, rocking Kobayashi, probably their idols, getting a picture with them.
Great to see that. Just confirmation, second semi at 5 o'clock local time tonight with Jill and Steen. From me, Trevor Harris, to Chris Langridge, all our production staff here in China. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.